Okay, folks. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Plundered Hearts. I'm not sure if we decided whether we were going to do this game at the end of the last live stream when we finished Hitchhiker's Guide, but I think it's been in the offing for a while. We've all kind of decided that Plundered Hearts would be a good game to play. Partly because it's a very different game. It's a slightly later game. It's from '87, so hopefully by this point, some of the game design issues that plagued Hitchhikers will have kind of been ironed out. Although it is a one-off. The person who wrote this game, this is her only game that she ever wrote. But it's also certainly the only Infocom game. And to be written in the romance genre. So it was specifically written with a female protagonist and with a female audience in mind. And so that hopefully will be both interesting and create some funny moments as I try and narrate all the shenanigans that are bound to go on. So yeah, we don't really know very much about it. It's another one of the kind of minor Infocom games. We're sort of, apart from Hitchhikers, I guess, kind of picking maybe some of the lesser Infocom games, certainly games that I've never played or never played at the time, like Ballyhoo. So yeah, I mean, this is episode 1. Maybe we'll get finished in less than 10 episodes. Maybe we'll decide that it's terrible and we hate it. Maybe it'll be the best thing that we've played so far. But if you all want to just say hello, do a quick mic check and introduce yourselves, all my players.
Hello, it's Lee here.
Hi, Sandys.
Hi, Woody here.
And Rosie here.
Hello, and I'm Mike.
Awesome. So yeah, if you're watching along while we're doing it live, please let us know in the chat. By all means, chip in if you think you can help us solve some of the clues. Although if you already know the answers, don't just give them away. And if you're watching this, days, months, years from now, and you enjoy it, drop us a like, drop us a comment. It's really interesting to see how many people watch our live streams months after we finish playing the games.
We're basically relying on the income for our pension, aren't we?
Yeah, this is it. This is the entire plan. So there's mortgages at stake, people. Get those likes coming. Right. So I've literally started the game. This is the first thing that we see. Shoot the pirate. Trembling, you fire the heavy arquebus. You hear its loud report over the roaring wind, yet the dark figure still approaches. The gun falls from your nerveless hands. You won't kill me, he says, stepping over the weapon. Not when I'm the only protection you have from Jean Lafond. Chestnut hair, tousled by the wind, frames the tanned oval of his face. Lips curving, his eyes rake over your inadequately dressed body. The damp chemise clinging to your legs and heaving bosom. Your gleaming hair. You're intensely aware of the strength of his hard, sea-worn body, of the deep sea blue of his eyes, and then his mouth is on yours, lips parted, demanding, and you arch into his kiss. He presses you against him, head bent. But who, my dear, he whispers into your hair, will protect you from me? That's quite the opening.
But whom, sir? But whom?
But whom? Whom, my dear? Yeah, grammatical corrections are very welcome.
There were already at least 3 words in that part that I was like, I don't know what that word means.
Yeah. Yes. Arquebus must be a gun of some kind. I think it's quite a big gun, right? It's like an elephant gun. Arquebus. Maybe not.
It's a non-rifled flintlock.
Brilliant. Okay. So a flintlock pistol then.
It's big. No, it's a
bigger,
rifle. But it's not a rifle because it's not.
Because it's not rifled. It hasn't got a rifled barrel. Okay. But it can be a long gun nonetheless.
Yes, yeah, it's a
Um,
two-hand. It's the one that quite often you see with like the splayed end. It's the classic sort of like
right.
boom. Yeah, quite might even fire shot rather than a single thing. Highly inaccurate.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
But she still missed.
You did. Yeah, probably not shot then. Okay. Plundered Hearts, Infocom interactive fiction. Copyright 1987. Late one spring night in the West Indies. A crash overhead. Pirates are boarding the La Fondeur. The first mate hurries you into Captain Davis's cabin. Good, you brought the girl, Davis smirks. She'll keep the pirates busy. She was only a tool of LaFawn's anyway. Let me just find that cough. A man on deck screams in agony, and Davis starts. Let's go. The captain thrusts you on the bed and walks out, locking the door. His laugh echoes. Best get comfortable, girl. You're likely to be there for the rest of your life. Cabin on the bed. You are in an officer's cabin lit by the firelight glowing through a porthole. A door is to the starboard. Except for the built-in bed, the room seems to have been emptied thoroughly, if hurriedly. Oh dear. I think we've been left to the mercies of the pirates. Inventory. You have your reticule hanging from your wrist. It seems that your reticule contains smelling salts and a banknote. You are wearing your kid's slippers, a linen chemise, and a cotton frock. Examine frock. It's your favourite old frock, looking rather bedraggled without its hoops, which you hadn't time to put on during the pirate attack. The worn fabric of the skirt often catches on things tearing. Captain Jameson, we've got 'em, cries a rough voice. Okay, folks, any ideas?
Search the room and look at smelling salts and stuff.
Search room. You can see a coffer under the bed. Well, that must have been what Davis was referring to, huh? It's a small, heavy chest with a lock. It is closed. You recognise a voice from far away. Don't take that. Look in the cabin at the stern. You'll find some fun there. It sounds like Davis. Open coffer. You can't reach the coffer from the bed. Suddenly the ship lurches to one side, throwing you out of the bed. The coffer bumps against your foot. The Falcon! The Falcon conquers! Yells someone.
Do we want to try and lock the door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Okay, so we can now open the coffer because it's come out from under the bed, I guess. But it's quite locked. With a creak and a crash, somewhere a mast falls to the deck. The door is closed. Aye! Echoes a scream, followed by several grunts and thumps. The door is already locked. We can get the coffer. Crash! You whirl around to see the door shatter, kicked by a hulking man, his twisted visage blackened with soot and blood. My name's Andy Crully, and ladies learn to love me, sniggers the pirate advancing towards you.
But
Yeah. Throw coffer.
Throw a coffer at him.
Throw coffer?
I don't know. Can you hit him with it?
Mm.
Throw coffer at man. With all your strength, you whack the pirate over the head with a coffer. The pirate stumbles, dizzy. Avast me, but ain't ye a beauty, slurs the pirate. His breath is heavy with rum.
And we punch him or something?
We use a smelling salts? You think he'll come to his
Oh
senses?
no, then we'll wake him up.
That's up, isn't it? To bring him round.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll sober up and be nice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just don't be so so stuck on pirate stereotypes here, guys. They've all got families at home.
You started it.
And he suggests, I think you might have to climb out a porthole. What shall I look at? Shall I?
Well, he's broken up the door. Can we get through the door?
When we tried to get the coffer, it said, "Don't get that. Look somewhere else." What
The
did it say?
stern.
I think there was someone
No.
was shouting that from outside the room.
Mm.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was somehow someone was watching us do something, and
Yeah, no, I thought that as well.
Oh
Just
no. I think it's just someone directing the pirates to our cabin.
We haven't looked at the fireplace yet, have we?
Was there a fireplace? It said that there's a firelight coming in from through the porthole.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was fireplace.
Yeah, there's no fireplace.
I mean, do we think there's a key in here somewhere? I mean, under the mattress or something. You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for the cough. Unless the captain has it on
Oh,
him.
that's true.
Okay, I've just examined porthole. Through the porthole, you see the bow of the pirate ship bucking in the high seas, lit by the fires burning on deck. It's called the Helena Louise. Odd, that was your mother's name. Crully drags you, despite your resistance, towards him. Then suddenly he grunts, stiffens, and slumps into your arms. Stunned, Crully collapses at your feet, his eyes rolling. A tall form blocks the shattered door, one fist still raised from striking your attacker. You catch a glimpse of the hard masculinity of his broad shoulders, the implied power in the scar that etches the stranger's jaw, and feel tremors course through your veins. Then you realise how ragged are his shirt, patched breeches and high boots. Intuitively you understand. He is the dreaded falcon, scourge of the seas. Alas, your fate is sealed. Resigned, you meet his blue eyes, his sea blue eyes. Throw coffer at falcon.
Maybe him in the Falcons as well, but
Kick man in the Falcons. Any suggestions, guys, or do we think we're just on rails here?
Do we want to talk to him?
It's odd that the ship is named after our mother, isn't it?
Say, Daddy.
Talk to Falcon. Captain Jameson looks at you expectantly, as if you seemed to be about to talk. To your surprise, the stranger bows. Well met, my lady. His accent is cultured, his smile vibrant. I am Captain Nicholas Jameson, known in these waters as the Falcon. Your father has sent me. He chuckles at your glare of distrust. Yes, you are like your sire. You needn't believe me untried. I carry this. He hands you a missive. Take missive.
Missive, a letter, especially long or
Yeah.
official one.
Take missive. You already have the missive. The pirate captain glances around the empty room, then notices the coffer in your arms. Davis's safety box. My men were hoping I'd find it. He takes it and nudges the unconscious man on the floor. I wonder how Crully knew you were here. Just his bad luck? He'll be flogged when he wakes. The pirate bows. My lady, may I offer my protection and my ship until your father is free? Read missive. The missive is in dear Papa's handwriting. Dearest child, you are in gravest danger. La Fonde is a viper with the smile of a saint, my most particular enemy. I have only now learned the depths of his deception. Should La Fonde get you in his power, it is unspeakable. I have sided with Nicholas Jameson, a sea captain and gentleman, whose circumstances have driven him to extreme measures, even branding him a pirate. Nevertheless, I trust him, and so may you. You will be safe, but there is another for whom I fear. My horse is waiting, and I ride to her rescue. Jameson will deliver this to you. Should anything happen to me, you must rely on him. I remain, with love, your father. We haven't time to waste. Will you come willingly or not? Says Captain Jameson. Well, our father's been...
Let's go.
Mm.
Okay, follow Falcon, but Captain Jameson is right here. Just messing with the parser here. He chuckles. Brave lady to trust a stranger, and a pirate. Who knows, perhaps I forged your father's signature. Keep by my side as we go to my ship. Few sailors respect a lady's dignity. He helps you through the door. Deck. The deck is an avalanche of noise and blood, lit by roaring fires. Silhouetted forms crash swords, dancing around the screaming wounded. Out of the smoke staggers Davis, tugging a bloodied knife from the back of a pirate. Davis's eyes gleam white from a face blackened and bloody, his lips dark red as if he had been drinking blood. He turns to face you. Kick Davis in the poop deck.
Is this what we're going to have for the next 10 weeks? Is just puns galore?
Obviously.
Do we know who
Aye,
Davis
aye.
is?
Yeah, Davis is the captain of the... Yeah, that locked us in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
And whose coffer we gave to the Falcon, Jameson. I mean, presumably, Jameson's going to protect us from him, but we could try punching him or
Hide behind Falcon.
nah. Let's kick him.
Yeah, I might just, I mean, we could save.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, I've kicked him anyway.
Or not, actually.
No, Davis dodges. Davis leaps across the deck to your side. Free me or she dies, he yells, jabbing a knife up to your throat. In one smooth motion, Captain Jameson draws his rapier, pulls you free and stabs. Davis slumps into a bloody heap. Swooning, you fall into the Falcon's arms. You are dimly aware of being carried to the other ship, down a short flight of stairs, and laid gently on a soft bed. When you gather strength to look around, the Falcon has left you in peace. You remain confined to this room, a large cupboard blocking the door. Meals are brought by a peg-legged old man and eaten in silence. Of your handsome rescuer you see nothing. Slowly the days pass. I don't think she's much of a puncher or kicker.
Bit more damsel in distress.
So far. Maybe she's on a story arc.
Yeah. Basically, just try to kick and punch everything that you can. Eventually, we'll gain the skill points.
Yes.
And
Yep. 2 days later, you blear awake from a bored nap, focusing on something shiny. You discern it to be a new ring on a strong hand in the act of tying a ribbon onto a rapier. The man with the rapier and the ring turns. Sorry, I tried not to wake you. You sit up as if the bed had caught fire, for this is the Falcon, changed from his rags into a finery, all red velvet and white lace, and in your presence, captain's quarters on the bed. You are in the captain's quarters of the Helena Louise, where you have been trapped these past days since your, quote, rescue from the La Fondeur. The room has a masculine air, with ebony panelling, a large messy table, and a rumpled bed upon which you lie. A curtain masks the forward exit, and gilded woodwork decorates the sill of a tall window looking aft. Let's look at the Falcon. Jameson is finely dressed in red velvet coat and full breeches, with a long gold embroidered vest and waterfalls of white lace at his neck, wrists and boot tops. Nearly said that wrong. His rapier is bedecked with a fringed gold ribbon. He wears no wig, his unpowdered hair tied neatly at the back of his neck.
You look at what's on the table.
You have no need for that, milady. We have anchored off St. Sinistra, says Captain Jameson, and I must look like a guest at Lafond's dance tonight. I will find and free your father, and then finally wreak my revenge on Lafond. He half draws his rapier from its scabbard.
I mean, are we going to have some agency at some point?
Well, you'd think that we need to go with him to the dance, don't you? Like, what are we wearing? We're still wearing our frock.
Do we need to ask him if we can go to the dance?
Don't know.
Or look in the big cupboard.
Yeah.
I think Chris wants to get naked.
Just if I say get naked, it will say you don't see a naked here.
You hope.
Yeah. Look in cupboard.
Let's try it and find out.
It says look in cupboard. You can see only the back of the large cupboard. You might be able to squeeze past it. I am sorry you've been confined down here, but I don't trust my lonely crew with such beauty. Crowley isn't the only man aboard with few principles. He smiles at you, eyes lingering, and takes your hand. You feel your colour rising. If anything goes wrong, turn to Cookie. He is quite deaf, but capable. He'll see you through. Falcon, take me with you. He fails to notice you've spoken. Rude. His look darkens. You should know why I hate Lafond. Some years ago, as my brother and his bride sailed to a new life in Virginia, pirates struck. Their ship was boarded, looted, and burned. The women taken, never to be seen again. A sailor, the one survivor, watched as a man of Lafond's description shot my brother in the back as he tried to save the women. Lafond has now bought respectability, but he shall never buy peace. Jameson straightens resolutely, bows, and departs.
How can he leave, but we can't?
Well, it's a bit odd, isn't it? Let's have a good rummage, shall we?
Yeah, now can we look at the table now? He's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Look on table. You have no need for that. Search table. Nope. Let's just look.
Can we squeeze through the gap now? He's gone.
Yeah, but maybe we just want to look around before we leave. We're lying on a rumpled bed. Curtain masks the forward exit. And a tall window looking aft.
Do we need to look at the aft window?
And search the bed.
Under the bed?
There's nothing under the bed. Other than yourself, you can see nothing on the bed. Look at the window. Oh. Tall panes of glass are inset into the ledge. You can look through the window. The moon beckons across the lagoon to St. Sinistra. Moored to the stern is a skiff. You hear the large cupboard scrape and turn to see Captain Jameson. Hello, I came down to give you this, my allotment from the coffer. He nods at the box in his arms. Jameson starts to pin a jewelled brooch on your clothes. But, devil take it, the clasp is broken. I'll have it repaired. He folds the pretty thing into your hand. And I meant to reassure you that if the men suddenly abandon ship, they are off to help me. Rodney will stay behind with you. He drops the coffer on the floor, smiling in farewell, and walks swiftly away. Look at the brooch. All diamonds winking fire. Tears of sapphire and crushed rubies in an oval setting. It is a pity that the clasp of the jewelled brooch is broken. The gold pin at the back swings about uselessly. There's the coffer as well, isn't there? It's a small, heavy chest with a smashed lock. It is closed.
Oh, we should be able to open it now if it's smashed.
Can we jimmy it with the broken brooch?
Opening the coffer reveals an invitation. Men clomp about overhead and a rope ladder unfurls itself past the window. Jameson climbs down it, entering the skiff that awaits him below. He rows to the island as the men above your head disperse, calling farewells to their captain. The invitation is addressed to Davis. In honour of Jean Lafond, recently proclaimed governor of St. Sinistre, a dance at his mansion, Ananas Road, St. Sinistre. Formal dress and invitation required. A ball! You haven't been to a ball in months. Ooh, so we have an invitation. We have a jewelled brooch, the missive, our reticule, kid slippers, chemise, and a frock. The end of a rope ladder blows past the window.
And we
Okay.
try to open the window.
These windows don't open.
It hinted that we could squeeze past the chest, didn't it?
It did. Yes, you can only see the back of the large cupboard. You might be able to squeeze past it. Oh, let's get the invitation. Curtain masks the forward exit. I'm trying to... I can't work out where this... Okay, let's look at the curtain. You can only tell that the curtain is closed. You pull the cloth aside momentarily. Behind it, a large cupboard mostly blocks the doorway. Okay. So there's a curtain and a cupboard.
Oh, so they're both blocking the same exit.
Yeah. The large cupboard is not flush against the doorsill. You might be able to squeeze past it. Which direction is it? Oh, if you go south, it says the available ledge on this side of the window is hardly deep enough to sit on. Okay, so south is the window. North. The large cupboard is... You squeeze through the opening between cupboard and wall. Landing. You are on the landing of a steep stairway heading up and down. A large cupboard against the aft wall blocks the doorway to the captain's quarters. Let's look in it from this side. It's closed. Open it. Opened. It is a dark, messy bed, set entirely within and filling the large cupboard. A cabin boy must sleep here when Jameson isn't using it. Kicked into a far corner is a pile of clothes. Pile of clothes. You can't reach the pile of clothes. Okay, let's enter. Enter cupboard. Sleeping cupboard. The bed is softer than it looks, plumped up with fresh straw. A soft, if somewhat cramped, bunk for the tall bulk of Jameson. The cupboard opens to the fore. Kicked into a far corner is a pile of clothes.
Do you think we need to disguise ourselves as a boy?
Maybe. Do we think... I mean, it said it was for a cabin boy, and then it says that Jameson slept here. Kind of weird. To get a better look, you pick up the pile of clothes. It separates into a pair of breeches and a shirt. Okay. Oh, goodness. Let's look at them. Breeches about your side. Shirt is clean and not too big.
Reckon we should put them on.
Yes. So we have everything. What? What's the matter?
We scored a point.
Oh, we did.
A point fairly recently. We scored a point.
Maybe for leaving the room.
No, I don't think it was. I think maybe for getting in the cupboard or getting the clothes. But...
Okay, let's remove chemise. Oops. And frock. Oh. But that wouldn't be decent. Oh.
Can you just wear them over the top?
We can take the frock off.
I thought the whole point of this was not to be decent.
I think you have to pick our moments. You tuck the linen chemise into the pants. You look a little fat, but now you can move freely. Okay. Wear shirt. It fits loosely, masking your figure. What we want. Let's search the bed. Sleeping cupboard. Okay, there's look under bed. Spaces to now just see anything. Search straw. No. Okay. I think that's it for the cupboard. So I think we can now go up or down. Presumably south takes us back into the captain's quarters. And the coffer is still there.
Up is where all the pirates are.
Yeah, and presumably how you get to the rope ladder. So
I
guess
am
we
going
should
to
up.
save.
Try down first.
Yeah, yeah. We're on the landing.
Oh yes, landing, that's right. Aye aye. Down. Let's just try north, west, east. No. Okay, down. Aft hold. This is a gloomy, damp area at the bottom of the Helena Louise. To the fore, there seems to be a little more light, or you can climb up some steep stairs. So,
North
fore
it
is north, yeah?
Yeah.
You hear a scuffling noise ahead and scraping up near the ceiling. You would think it was caused by rats, but for the definite curse you heard before all the movement. Hold. Steep stairs lead up in the dimness to a canvas hatch above. Rat scratchings counterpoint the lullaby of bilge water sloshing in the bulkheads, punctuated by footsteps slapping the deck overhead. You may move fore or aft. Behind a high fence decorated by a sign are stacked the food and ammunition supplies, casks of rum, water, flour and salt meat, interspersed with kegs of gunpowder and shot. A closed gate is the only way in. You gradually notice a familiar, worrying smell. Sniff and identify it as smoke. A tiny glow of fire creeps across a stretch of floor inside the cage full of ammunition. Ooh, someone's just lit a fuse.
Now, is that we've got a timer to get off the boat, or is that we better pick the lock, get through the gate?
Yeah, and put the fire out with our frock.
Is that a what?
Our flame retardant frock. Gate's quite locked.
Can we pick locks?
with the
brooch pin.
yeah.
Okay, the burning fuse is quite near the fence, several yards from the pile of gunpowder kegs opposite the gate. Get gold pin. I've tried break brooch. Pick lock with brooch. That doesn't work here.
Can we reach through the gate?
The fence is made of thick, finely woven wire mesh, uncuttable and unclimbable. Except for a gap of about 6 inches over the closed gate, the gate is secure from ceiling to damp floorboards. Gap of about 6 inches. We need bilge water.
Should we look around, see if we can find some kind of bucket or something.
Well,
What's the sign say? The sign proclaims thieves be keel-hauled in uncertain lettering. Let's go up. The canvas hatch is closed. Let's open the hatch. Can't see any way to do that. Search, hold. Search room, nothing new. Aft hold. Maybe we need to go up and alert someone. Or find a bucket. Or use the coffer.
Yeah, what, to hold water or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we still carrying that around?
No.
Oh.
you also haven't found any water, and I'm also, if it's actually gunpowder that's burning, water might not do anything.
Let's just go up, up, south, south, down rope, run.
It was bilge water, right?
Yeah, but I presume that's outside the ship.
Bilge water's not outside the ship. Bilge water. Sloshing in the bulkheads. Bilge water is water that comes in through the outer. I guess it's like a double-skinned hull, and the water comes in through the outer hull, but there's bulkheads in the way of the water. You pump it out, right? You have bilge pumps that pump the bilge water out, because these old ships weren't actually waterproof. 100%.
Bilge water was also essentially, it acted as ballast a lot of the time. They would fill the bottom with water.
But yeah, it looks like we can't get to the bilge water anyway because it's in the bulkheads.
It's sort of below our
below our feet.
below the feet.
There is water inside the cage. Do you think we can reach in somehow?
Did it say there was water, or just that it was damp?
No, it says casks of rum, water, flour, and salt meat.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably the flour also could extinguish the flame, depending on whether it is a fuse that's lit. Because fuses are quite hard to stop, aren't they?
Okay. But flour is also explosive.
Yeah, in powder, if it's suspended as powder.
All right, go for the water.
I mean, maybe we want to blow it up later. I'm just.
At least it didn't suggest the rum.
Slap it with the meat.
We need to get Jameson back.
I mean, so what are we slapping with whose meat?
I think we're trying to put out a fire with his meat.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got nothing. I think we need to go up and up.
So we can't reach through that 6-inch gap.
What would you like me to try? Like, it's a 6-inch gap at the top. So apart from a 6-inch gap at the top, it's completely covered. But I mean,
Maybe we need to go and find Cookie.
the gate is made of the same finely woven wire as the fence, and you cannot get a foothold. If you try and climb over it,
Can it reach through hole?
look at the gap. The gap has a huge iron lock. Between the gate and the ceiling, however, is a gap of about 6 inches. It's got to be relevant, isn't it?
That'll be something since she's telling us about it.
Push coffer through gap. No. Throw coffer.
Quite big enough to find.
You throw the coffer into the ammunition area. It skids into the darkness over the burning end of the fuse. The fuse falters, spits, and resumes burning.
We've just
That's
literally added fuel, haven't we?
Well, it proved something.
It
Yeah.
did. I mean, had that been full of water, that would have probably worked.
Or do that with the frock.
We need something else. I mean, I don't. You know, we might run out of time. It's quite possible. In which case, we just restore.
Yeah.
But I think we need to go and look upstairs to get a.
Yeah.
Oh, the door at the top of the stairs won't open. Right. Okay.
Not where we came in.
No.
Well, didn't we take a piece of clothing off? Can we throw that through?
That's what I said, the frock.
Yeah, the frock.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, the other could try to accelerate the explosion by taking some of the straw out of the bed and throwing the straw through to create more flame.
We want to do that. Why?
I don't know. Because we either want to stop it blowing up or not.
Blow ourselves up.
I could throw the frock through the gap. You throw the cotton frock up, but it billows out and catches on top of the gate. It floats to the floor near you. I wonder that we've got this clue of this rope ladder. I wonder if we're not supposed to, like, smash the window with the coffer and then get the rope and throw the rope over. And then climb up.
Climb up the rope ladder to get to the top, then we can open the hatch.
Huh. Something like that. I mean, yeah, canvas hatch is closed. Break hatch. Trying to destroy the canvas hatch accomplishes nothing. Oh, enter cupboard. Get bed. No, that seems like a useless idea. Break window. And how do you propose to do that? I mean, that's a clue, right? With elbow. I think we need to restore and throw the coffer through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You hurl the coffer through the window, sending it in a shower of glass into the sea. The ledge now looks deep enough to sit upon.
And another point.
Ah. You climb onto the ledge. The ladder drifts within reach.
Climb ladder?
You put everything in your reticule and reach out for the ladder, and overbalance, tumbling from your perch. Your hand closes on a slimy hemp rung as you fly out over the waves, clinging tenuously, feet free to the ladder. On the ladder, you are clinging to a slimy ladder tied to a rail of the poop deck above you. Not far from your feet, waves kiss the stern of the ship.
Go up.
You climb up the ladder. All air is driven out of you as the ladder slams into the stern. You climb up the ladder, passing the halfway point. Rebounding, the ladder twists you around to face the Helena Louise. The ladder swings back towards the Helena Louise. You heave yourself over the stern rail and sink breathless to the deck of the Helena Louise. Poop! From this platform deck, you can see the whole of the two-masted ship, shadowy forms moving about here and there. A railing protects you from stepping off the deck in any direction, but to the fore. A rope ladder is tied to the railing at the stern of the ship. The ship is floating midway between the island and a line of reefs. Got 3 points.
Another one, yeah.
Okay. I don't think we've triggered the whole fuse business at this point. I think this is maybe what we need to do first, though.
North?
Which way can we go aft?
No,
Or-
we're at the aft, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. Quarterdeck. No torches are lit or needed on this moonlit night, except in the deep shadows cast by the huge navigation wheel. Men move about to the fore, talking quietly. Under the stairs aft to the poop is a barred door. The ship is floating midway between the island and a line of reefs. Abaft the wheel sits a large pyramid of casks, held in place by a heavy rope. Cannon line the deck, aimed at open sea and the island. Your eyes are drawn to a flicker of light off the sea. Squinting, you see a man swimming to shore, moonlight flashing off his hook. A wisp of breeze brings an odour of onions and rum, and the occasional gargling chuckle. Mischief, har, reefs. So, do we think that this is the person who just lit the fuse with a hook, who's now escaping to shore?
Just so.
So there's casks
I mean,
by the
pyramid
wheel.
of casks
Hold the
is
rope.
really odd.
What is?
The pyramid of casks.
It's just like it's set that if we ever need to like barrel people out of the way,
Pull the rope, yeah.
yeah, that all the casks will tumble.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. Lying on their sides, the casks are stacked in a rather shaky pyramid. Perhaps that's why someone has tied the rope about them. A cask on one corner has lost its lid. Hey, boy, get away from those. It ain't safe, yells a sailor. Our disguise is working. Let's look inside the cask. You can see a slab of pork. Rosie, everybody's going to suspect you for reading a walkthrough if it turns out that we have to put the fuse out by slapping it with some meat.
I only said that because there was salted meat in the store thing.
Sure. I'll pick up the pork, shall I?
I think if I had cheated, I would hide it a bit better than that.
You've been dying to say slap it with meat ever since we started.
And I'll say it again.
The slab of pork is beyond your reach at the bottom of the cask. Enter cask. You crawl into the cask, feeling a slab of something stuck on the bottom. From this close, you can see the line is getting frayed where it rubs against the cask. You get pork, you peel it off the cask. You get out of the cask. Okay, so yes, I think this is a classic, release the barrels to knock over the baddies. There's nothing unusual about the navigation wheel. The slab of pork caked white with salt is rock hard. The reefs seem a little larger than you thought before. Oh, someone weighed the anchor or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we were.
Let's look at the door. Closed and barred. Someone yells from ahead, Captain will have your hide if you go down there. You haven't the strength to lift the bar anyway. Hmm.
So do we need to go north again?
Main deck. It is a deceptively quiet evening on the ship, the pirates singing low shanties as they repair cannon, twist ropes and sharpen daggers. The mainmast casts an inky shadow over the canvas screening the hatch. Ah. A tangled mass of rigging hangs down from the mast like many rope ladders woven together. The reefs seem a little larger than you thought before. 2 large barrels stand near the stair to the foredeck. The foredeck would be next.
Do you think we need to turn the wheel away from the reefs?
Turn wheel. From the grumbling emitted as you near the navigation wheel, you gather that the sailors close by would not appreciate your action. The 2 open barrels contain rum and water. You can tell by the smell of each. They are identical, but for the dark stains around the mouth of the rum barrel.
Can we get some water?
I guess we don't have anything to put it
No,
in.
it says don't bother.
Can we soak our cloak, or not cloak?
Yes, soak the frock.
Because it also sort of opened up and didn't throw properly, whereas
Keeping hold on the cotton frock, you soak it with water. It becomes so heavy, however, that you drop it with a loud squelch. Okay.
how
Really?
heavy is that? Or how weak are we?
We are pathetic.
Oh, okay. It was unexpectedly heavy.
Yes. We have now picked it back up again. It must be taking every ounce of strength and willpower to lift it. But that seems like...
Haven't had to drop our meat.
Imagine if the meat was damp as well. We'd have no chance. So, I mean, are we going to be able to throw it through a 6-inch gap if it gets to that point?
What, the frock or the meat?
Well, the frock, I was thinking.
Yeah, I think the frock.
Canvas stretches across the canvas hatch. You pull a corner of canvas out of the frame. Steep stairs descend into murky darkness. You go down and throw the frock.
Yeah, why not?
Do I save it first?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any idea how many points we'll eventually score?
12.
That would be like 300, 400 odd.
Yeah.
If we get 1 point at a time, this is going to be enormous.
I mean, I like the single point approach, actually.
I'm not. I just, I'm hoping that we're aiming for at most 100.
Yeah. You glance around to see that no one is watching, and duck through the open corner of the canvas hatch. Hold. Moonlight shines down the stairs through an open corner of the canvas hatch above. Rat scratchings counterpoint the lullaby of bilgewater, blah-de-blah. We know where we are. You gradually notice a familiar worrying smell. Sniff and identify it as smoke. Okay, so throw frock through gap. You throw the cotton frock up, its soaked skirt slapping your head. Too heavy and bulky to make it over the gate, it squelches to the floor nearby. A cold tear of water dribbles down the back of your neck.
We need to wring it out a little bit first.
You don't have time to dry it.
Can we rip a bit off it?
You rip a large rag out of the cotton frock. Throw rag through gap. You throw the rag over the gate. Luckily, it lands directly on the burning end of the fuse. With a sputter and a sigh, the flame dies. Yeah!
Point.
We did a thing.
We did a thing. We did 4 things.
Yeah, we ruined our clothes.
Yes. Well, we're never going back. Now we're the cabin boy. Presumably, we need to find evening wear.
The ship is still heading towards the reefs, by the way.
All right.
Oh, well, maybe that's helpful because then we'll be able to get off.
Don't
We'll have no
panic.
choice.
We can't go to the ball as a fat boy, can we?
Why not? Why not?
It's pirates. You know, Roger the cabin boy and all that.
I want to go to the ball. I'll go to the ball. Okay.
And so now we can get around without having to use the blooming rope ladder as well. So that's handy. Not that we need to go back to the quarters, presumably. There's nothing there for us.
Do you want to save it?
You slip lithely through the canvas hatch. Yes.
So all that we've really accomplished is we've put a fire out that no one seemed to know about.
Yeah. This is classic, though, isn't it? Classic text adventuring. Everyone's oblivious. You're the only person who,
Yeah.
knows how much danger everyone's in. You're the one with the
we've
agency.
We've also made the ship much less seaworthy by smashing the window at the back of it.
We have. So, I mean, presumably, this saboteur has done something else, right? They've like lifted the anchor. So maybe we need to now go forward.
They might have cut the anchor. They wouldn't have lifted the anchor. It would need virtually the entire crew to lift the anchor.
Yeah, let's go find out. I'm going to go. I wonder what would happen if we'd I'm going to do this in the interim. I'm going to soak the frock in rum and try chucking that through the gap.
I mean, again, that might be, that might be a way of getting to the island, is to sink the ship.
We could fire ourselves from a cannon.
We'll be able to cook the pork.
Yeah. Forecastle. Is this like in nautical language? Is this really called like forecastle or something?
Forecastle.
Forecastle. I thought so. Forecastle. Higher than all but the poop deck, this end of the ship commands a good view of the island. The crow's nest swinging above in the heights of the foremast would command a better. A tangled mass of rigging hangs down from the mast like many rope ladders woven together. Embedded in the deck is a grated air hole to the crew's quarters below. You can go aft or forward through a break in the ubiquitous railing. Odours of old grease and char waft from a little shack perched behind the mast. The reefs are definitely getting larger. You can see a mooring winch here. Okay.
Oh, well, so we don't actually know whether the anchor was down. I mean, we could just lower it, couldn't we?
I think I'm going to go... Well, that's a mooring winch. That's not the anchor.
Oh, what does that mean then?
That is the one that's tied to the pier, isn't it? And
Yeah.
then can't we climb down that to the pier?
Well, I don't think there is a pier.
No,
Or to
we're just...
wherever it's...
I think there's we can go aft one more time through a break in the railing.
Then we want to go 4. Aren't we going north?
Oh, so yeah. No, 4. Yeah, let's go 4. So we're at the bowsprit. Hanging on the bowsprit, your arms and legs wrapped tightly around the narrow spar, you can't see much besides an upside-down view of the figurehead of the Helena Louise, the barnacle-encrusted main anchor dripping from its chain, and the nauseous swelling and breaking waves. Under your head, a stub of rope, roughly cut, swings rudely over the waves. The line holding the sea anchor has been cut. There we go. Ah, okay. So there's the main anchor and the sea anchor. And because I guess the sea anchor is is longer. Oh, the sea anchor doesn't actually hit the bottom, does it? Sea anchors were different, weren't they? Is that
They
right?
just drag. They just
Yeah. I mean, might have to look that up. But obviously, the main anchor is still there. But the sea anchor has been cut. So maybe we need to drop the.
I think the main anchor is what you might put down in a harbour.
Mm.
A mooring winch and the sea, they're much smaller, much lighter, on much much less rope. Whereas a sea anchor that's the big one that goes to the bottom of the sea and embeds itself in the sand.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's researchable for next time because it's 8:02. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
As like a classic text adventure.
Yeah, it was quite fun.
Yeah, like not too many things, but enough things to like provide some puzzling, perfunctory but detailed enough descriptions. It didn't have us like endlessly search the table. It was like that's not important. Solutions were sensible.
Yeah, and it literally gave us tips.
Yeah, it did.
Right? Thing nonsensical. It told us, let's try that instead, and guided us in the right. But yeah, ultimately, yeah. I mean, what did we do? We found the box. We got the invite out of the box that has given us some sort of idea about what we're trying to do. We then went out of the room, got into the cupboard, found the clothes, dressed as a boy, went back into the room, smashed the window, went up, found some pork, found some water, made our frock wet, went down through the canvas, and put the fire out.
Yep. Yeah, but it also like it wasn't like over, the fuse didn't ignite the ammunition in 5 turns or anything. Like we had a lot of time to go and do stuff. Like we've clearly got a lot of time to figure out the the anchor puzzle. So yeah, it's not punishing.
Do you want to know what the difference between a main anchor and a sea anchor is?
Yes, please.
The main anchor is the heavy permanent one that's used to hold the boat in place by digging into the seabed.
Okay.
But the sea anchor is like a bit like a parachute.
Yeah.
Drag in the water and it stops it drifting. So that's why we are drifting to the reef.
Mm-hmm. Well, we weren't. We were going to be just out beyond the reef, but now it's been cut. Yes. Now we're drifting in, being pushed in. Yeah. But presumably, yeah, I guess we need to wait until we're close enough to drop the main anchor. If we drop it too soon, it's not going to hit bottom.
Well, let's wait and see.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next week, hopefully.